You know what? That was perfect. This sounds so quiet, like now, and then like when I put it on the show, it's just like boom, 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 boom. All right, what's up, everybody? I'm sorry. Welcome to Before the Show Live. My name is Bryan Preston, also known as DaDaDoh. I'm chilling with Swish Buckets Between the Legs, MCDC. And we got the always hilarious, cool, longtime friend, Lou Moon.
What's up, Bryan? How you doing, man?
What is up? You know what? I got a couple of little notes here.
Nice.
The first note says Cindy and Mindy. You want to go ahead and explain that thing? Cindy and Mindy.
Cindy and Mindy.
You wrote that in your phone?
Is this going to be like a Nardwuar thing where you bring up like childhood friends?
Cindy and Mindy.
Bro, how'd you know?
Yeah. Yes.
That's from Bisbee.
That was from Bisbee. We ran into a gentleman in Bisbee on an elevator.
An elevator, yeah.
And
Thought I had alopecia. I don't.
You didn't see the mustache, or did you not have it?
No, you had it. Right.
Alopecia of the eyebrows.
Like,
just in the
He's
eyebrows.
like, what's up with the? He's like, I've gotta ask.
He didn't.
He
have
didn't
to, but
ask.
He did.
No, he'd ask, but he
Yeah.
didn't have to.
But,
Yeah, and then he was like, well, you guys playing tonight? Cool. What are you playing? I was like, come down to the quarry. We're playing. He's like, okay. What time? I was like, 11, midnight. You say 11, but it's really midnight.
11.
Right, no, for sure.
And so he's like, okay, well, it's like two of my friends. They're recently married. Listen, I know.
he tracked us down, like, we left, and then he, like, ran after us to tell us that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, their names are Cindy and Mindy. I want him to shout them out for me. And I was like, wow, what a great guy. And then I put them at the top of my notes for the Lou Moon podcast.
Oh, okay. I was just like, do I have kids now? Like,
Surprise.
Anyway, happy 25-year anniversary, Cindy and Mindy.
Yeah, so we're doing it now.
Cindy, Mindy,
Yeah.
congratulations.
If y'all would have stayed at the quarry or come to the quarry at all, see our band,
Yeah.
you know.
Hey, if I was Cindy or Mindy, I would
do that in
definitely
person,
not be
yeah.
with somebody whose name rhymes with my name.
I don't know. I think it might be kind of cool.
Cindy and Mindy? What is this, a morning show? My podcast? No.
Cindy and Mindy in the morning.
Oh, man, you know, Lou, I fucking love you, man. You are the funniest
Oh, thanks,
of all
man.
time.
I love you too. And you're actually way funnier than I am.
Oh.
Like, as a person.
Don't say that.
No.
When you said I was funnier than most Phoenix comics, I was like, okay, yes.
You are.
I'm getting comfortable in that, but I always wondered if you had a podcast, what would be some cool names for it? I came up with some. I just want to shoot them to you.
Okay.
Because I know it's inevitable. It's coming to Lou Moon podcast. So we got Lou Moon in the comedy Platoon.
Oh, that's dope.
Huh?
I like
I
that.
do like Platoon. Good movie.
It rhymes.
I like the Platoons.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Better star. Whatever happened to Charlie Sheen?
Yeah. That guy.
It could be like a fitness podcast. Moon's over my hamstring. It's a little bit of a Denny's.
Yeah, you know, I have really been focusing on my physical health lately.
'Tis the season.
Yeah.
Summer's over. It's
This
the
is the
perfect
best
time.
I've ever looked. And I look like a beanbag chair with there's like a rip in the side and a lot of it's come out.
It's like lagging. Okay.
Exactly.
I got you. This one I think you're going to love. Not Paul Mooney.
R.I.P.
Oh, my bad. All right, rest in peace.
No, I mean, I don't know.
Maybe.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, possible?
I think he got overshadowed. You know, it was like everybody was down that week.
There was some drama.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one might not be as good.
I was really keyed into that scene.
Two more. Moon Man, no VMA.
Kid Cudi.
That's like Young Boy Never Broke Again.
There we go. Exactly. And then last but not least, Michael Jackson's Moon Talking for the Sega Genesis.
For the Sega Genesis.
That's pretty solid.
I wish I could say I worked hard on these, but they came so I was just like, and Michael Jackson's moon talking.
They're all so long.
Yes.
It sounds like Moon Rocks talking.
Speaking of our sponsor, no, I paid for that weed.
I do actually have a podcast.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
Oops.
Shout it out.
Yeah, let them know.
It's called the Best Animal Review Podcast.
Oh.
And me and my buddy Zach Lyman rate animals on a 5-star scale.
Yeah. We'll drop a link right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
On these nuts.
Probably not right there.
No, don't do that. That would be blasphemous. Oh yeah, well we gonna check you. I mean, I don't know. I've been slipping. I've been slipping.
This guest, he's my good friend for years. What's that?
I've never been caught slipping. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow.
I didn't know he lived 15 minutes away from me.
Yeah, no, like not 15 minutes drive, 15 minutes walk.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like I live across the street.
You live across the street.
Like
I was like, I hope I get
45 minutes crab walking.
yeah.
I hope I can get Lou here. I don't know. He might be coming from the valley, like the West Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just
my life took a really bad turn, and now I live in Goodyear.
ooh. Man, we got so many. I mean, obviously, Island Time, dude.
Yeah.
What's up with that? Is that coming back? It was the best comedy show I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you. Like
For
that's I hope that's actually right, and you're not just just being nice.
No, it like every show you did, you just went so hard, and like you had good guests. All the comedians were great.
Yeah, thank you. Like
Yeah.
I have really high standards like for myself, and
Yes.
so like it's like I go to shows that I'm on, and the host is like half asleep.
Yeah.
Just like wearing shorts, not taking it seriously. And but whenever I run a show, I'm like sweating. I'm like, is everyone okay? Like, is this person here? Oh God, this is going to be a failure, you know? And I really try and make sure I put on a good show. So I'm trying to bring Island Time back around like late October, early November.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find the perfect venue for it.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
and I'm not gonna badmouth any local venues around here.
No.
But
They don't necessarily cater to comedy quite well.
No, and that's not their fault.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna badmouth any venues, but like Nirvana played there, and
Yep.
like, and so that's not I don't know. I wanted to put it somewhere where like I thought people would come, but like it's not great for comedy.
Yeah.
And I don't think they would take that personally.
No. And I mean, might be a coffee shop now.
Yeah, that's true too.
Great for poetry, I'm sure.
Great for poetry, which is just not funny comedy.
I will say, I just love the fact that somebody had the balls to be like, I'm about to just do comedy in this space. It's no one else. I can't think of anybody else that did it or.
Yeah, like I think, like everyone I talked to about it was just like, yeah, I thought about it, and then.
Standing room only, pretty much.
Yeah, like they had like the staff had to like bring out chairs, which is never fun.
Yeah,
like I don't know. So I'm just trying to find a great venue for Island Time.
Yeah,
I got a couple places in mind. None of them are returning my emails.
Yeah,
but life goes on.
Yeah, for sure.
So hopefully it comes back soon, and if not, fuck you.
Fuck you.
I never cared anyway.
I didn't want to do it here. I was just going to see if you... What? No, I feel that. That's definitely me trying to get on some venues all the time.
Oh, God, my cane dropped.
It be like that.
It happens every time. I'm like, it's not going to happen this time.
I wonder, what's some of your favorite comedy specials?
Oh, that's a good question. I think one that like really inspired me was I listened to a lot of stand up like like whatever's on Spotify.
Yeah.
And I think like not just like my favorite stand up special, but the one that was like, oh, this is the thing that makes me like want to do comedy. It's an album called God is a 12-Year-Old Boy with Asperger's by Eugene Merman.
Nice.
Do you guys know Eugene Merman?
I
I
don't.
don't.
He's like my favorite comic.
Nice.
Do you guys like Bob's Burgers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's the voice of Gene on Bob's
Okay.
Burgers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, like
Hell yeah.
He's got that register. That's just funny.
yeah, exactly. Like he just goes to that. That's him, you know.
That's
And
Great.
one time when I was still working at Name Redacted Bookstore, I the owner of Name Redacted Bookstore, like I met him at a Eugene Merman show
okay.
that was happening at Crescent, and like the guy opening for Eugene was this. It wasn't a comic. It was like a funny poet.
Oh.
That's like the type that Eugene is. He's just weird.
like sound like Mr. 78%.
I don't know if he's funny on purpose.
Oops. Well, check his Instagram.
funny.
It's hilarious.
He is funny at his expense. Like, and so like he was like, we'll see if we can like meet Eugene tonight. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I got to hang out with him for like a little bit, like at the venue,
Aw.
like after the show, and it was really cool. But then I was like, I actually have a show that I'm on in like an hour that I got to get to. It was at Lost Leaf. And then like 20 minutes before I go on, like they come up behind me just like, hey, Eugene's coming to watch you perform. I was like 7 months into doing comedy.
Wow.
Not good at all. But like, and he's really tall. He's like 6'6". And so it's this like lumbering behemoth who like talks like this, you know, and people like were coming up to him, just be like, you're Bob's Burgers guy, you know, like I'm like, yeah, I brought Bob's Burgers guy. Like I was like really just like, oh,
Hell yeah.
I am a comedy guy.
Those moments are
Yeah.
just to be cherished. Oh my
Dude,
god.
that's way up there for me. Another special I really like is I like a lot of old comedy.
Yeah.
So like Wild and Crazy Guy by Steve Martin is
Okay.
like way up there for me.
Yeah.
I love that like he did stuff that shouldn't be like it's not that like it shouldn't be laughed at, just like he was like saying slurs or anything. But, like,
right.
He was just doing stuff that wasn't funny, but it was him, so it was funny.
Yeah.
Like,
I love how it just like that, and with comedy, it gets there. You know, you're just like, well, you're kind of like confused, and you're just like, that's what's funny. It's just being confused.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
It's like something about this situation is just making me laugh.
Yeah, like that's. I think laughter like so often is like a visceral response to something.
Yeah.
Like whether it's like actual humor or it's just like, it's like I've been accosted on the streets by like many unhoused people. And like I'm never just like, oh, get away from me. I'm just like, all right, see you later. Like,
You're like a defense mechanism.
yeah, like if I smile, you'll see that I'm not a threat to you.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know. I try and watch like stand up that
Yeah.
I haven't seen at least once a week.
Nice.
And so there's a lot going right now. Sam Talent. Do you guys know Sam Talent?
No, you turning us on.
He's not like mega famous Netflix special famous, but like every good like famous comic is like Sam Talent is the fucking guy. Like
Nice.
he's that kind of comic. He just came out with a special like last week.
Okay.
And it's incredible. It's almost all off the cuff riffing.
Wow.
And he is so fucking funny constantly.
Nice.
Like so definitely watch like Sam Talent's new special. It's like, I don't know, $5 on YouTube.
Nice, sweet.
Yeah.
For sure.
Cool.
Man, just being passionate. That's really what this podcast is all about. It's like, at first I just wanted to be about like music because that's what I do. And then I was like, there's so many different shows, especially, comedy shows. It's like cosplay shows, trade event shows. I want to get some dude in here with 20 knives talking about from QVC, telling me all about the knives.
Yo, get one of them Cutco dudes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This is a Yokohama Shika braid, and this won't stab through my hand. Oh,
I try and cut something with a knife I've never used before every week, you know? It's just like him in a grocery store is throwing it at cantaloupes.
Yes. That's what I'm saying, man. So really, you know, having this perspective, you know, I honestly hadn't heard of pretty much any of these guys.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
Well, that's
I've heard of
like...
Steve Martin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, the guy from Cheaper by the Dozen? You know, like... Because, like, I met you not in, like... I wasn't, like, at, like, one of, like, your shows. I met you... Well, like, not one of your, like, rap shows. I met you when you were, like, doing stand-up.
Yeah.
And like I'm like, this guy's really funny, and
Oh,
then you're like, I'm also a rapper. Like,
I'm Donald Glover.
Man, just 20 references to the fact that you're like a white black guy on your album.
Short shorts. Is that a
Eating
mini
Oreos.
fro? I know. Does he eat too many Gushers?
Yo, Gushers,
This man stole my whole identity, and he ran to FX with it.
You had the spicy Gushers. I can't find them anymore.
What the fuck are you talking
Oh
about?
yeah,
The
they're
Spicy Gushers.
yes. We needed.
Is
They
that-
weren't really that spicy.
Oh, okay. Well,
But they were
like,
good.
it's like this is a ghost pepper gusher.
California Reaper.
Yeah. Like,
You remember those Gusher commercials when they eat them and their heads explode? Oh, that would
this is a guy eating one and then he just kills himself.
too much. Thank you, man. You know, like you said, I started doing comedy because I was going through a lot of tragic stuff.
Is that right?
Yes, and I was just like, everything is just funny. Life is funny. Like once, and that was, and honestly, I feel like it's like the greatest. Like it helps you with depression so much to just face those things head on.
Nah,
And
that has not been my experience, but I get it.
I mean, I don't know if I was like talking direct. I mean, I definitely touched directly on some of the things, but
No,
yeah.
like it totally does.
I think I got
like,
so mad at the world. I was like, I'm gonna tell everybody how I feel about shit, and that's
Right.
What else can you do that in comedy? Like,
Yeah, I definitely like if you like can like recontextualize bad shit and just turn it into something funny. It's it's a lot easier to deal with.
no,
for
exactly.
sure, for
Like,
sure.
but you're totally right that like I can have like a really shit day, which is like most days, and then like I go on stage and I talk about how like shitty my day was, and people are like, "We resonate," and like
I would love for you. I mean, cause like, I mean, you've always been funny, but for me, like the knockdown, drag out moment of like, this guy is the best in the city was like when you did the ex-girlfriend joke, and like I would like in my hearts of hearts want to believe you two didn't set that up,
How many hearts you got?
but my heart of hearts, my heart's fire.
yeah.
Onward. Too much Disney Plus.
Oh, thank you, man.
I remember you were like, if you don't believe me, she's right there.
Yeah.
And I turned around, I was like,
Like,
genius.
yeah, because I think like if that's the show that I think it was,
Yeah.
like we had just like gone through something together where like I found out like because like we had just broken up and then she like immediately started like fucking one of my best friends.
Oh, yeah.
and, like,
Yeah.
and so I'm just like I'm kind of mad at you, but like I'm not confrontational in real life.
Right.
And so
But let me get on this stage, though.
yeah, like I don't know. But like she did love that joke
I
and
know.
she did love attention.
I know. It was like, yeah, chef's kiss again. I
Right.
mean, checkmate. So checkmate. I was like, I don't know who else. I mean, honestly, a lot of people was great that night, too.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Shiska.
Oh yeah.
He's fucking hilarious. It was some man. I really wish I can't remember everybody that was on it, but
Yeah,
really, really great fucking show.
I think that was like Zach headlining, and Brittany hosted, and we had like a friend of ours come up from Washington to like be one of the comedians on there. He's like 5'1".
Nice.
It's hilarious how tiny he
Oh,
is.
there was a famous lady there who
a famous lady.
she was on a TV show or something. She was kind of headlining. She was hilarious.
Oh shoot!
And I think she rarely does stand up.
I'm trying to think of.
From Dr. Phil.
She's kind of not want to say older, but like more.
Yeah. Bad baby.
We've all got Google. I don't understand how that happened.
I don't know, man. Thank you for saying. I don't think I'm like the best in the city.
I mean,
there are I can name several really great comedians in this city.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to because I'm not going to give them that satisfaction.
No, why?
No.
It's the Lou Moon Show. Let's get it.
The Phoenix scene is, really interesting for comedy.
Yeah.
Because, you know that Mark Maron talked about the Phoenix scene on his podcast not too long ago?
Yes.
And he was talking about how he basically said the Phoenix scene, they can never pull it together. And I was like, you're right, and it's because every time a comedian thinks they have a good 5 minutes, they're like, LA is 6 hours that way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move there and then get worse.
Yeah.
At comedy and at being a good person.
It was the opposite for
the
me.
Same with music, though.
Yeah, no, right, for sure.
I'm not gonna speak on anybody's character, but everybody just moves to LA or New York or something.
I think LA Joker-fies people.
Yeah.
Where they're just I have to be crazy to fit in. And it's really sad, and I never want to move to LA.
No.
Never.
It is such a gimmick. It's all gimmick.
Exactly. This comedy is supposed to be all about authenticity.
Yep.
And there's an art to it. And it's at the end it's I'm saying all this stuff and then I go up and I'm just my wiener's small, you know,
You know how that is.
Yeah. But that's I hate comedians who will say we're the modern day philosophers, and then they're just I'm wearing a diaper But I don't know. I really want to try and make the Phoenix scene really cool. I want to stick around for a good long while. I think.
Hell yeah.
Yes. There's a couple of my favorite comedians have gone to LA and joined bands and. Are you doing comedy?
So many big comedians come through here too. And
Yeah.
Why can't there be the same homegrown?
100%. There are so many comedy clubs here.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't have enough "it's too hot" jokes.
Hi, you guys live in this, but it smells.
Every show I've been to, somebody that's on tour. Hey, Phoenix, what's up? It's hot here. What? That's your banner.
Did you just go see Bob Dylan?
Yeah.
People who complain about
it's
hot. It's a lot of motherfuckers think they Bob Dylan for real. Shit, take off that silly ass hat.
You weird libertarian.
What the hell? This is a no silly ass hat zone. But Phoenix is gonna have his time. I'm always working on my tight fight. No.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we can still live here.
Yes. It's good. I know there's a comedy store in Mesa. There's little I saw you at a comedy place in Mesa.
Yeah.
And what was my experience? That whole experience was funny because I really only came to see you.
Right.
And it was the smallest room ever.
Yeah.
But then it looked like it wasn't fully built or something. It looked like it was two abandoned. That was funny alone.
Right. Well, so that was, I think what you're talking about is Comedy Off Main Street.
Okay.
And I had a weekly show there every Saturday night that started at 11.
Right next to Gus's Chicken.
Absolutely. The guy who ran that place, his name is Chris Zucker, and I love him to death. But he will not listen to this. He doesn't know what a podcast is. He's an old man. But
he's you got to put your wax on vinyl like Cosby. Put your jokes on wax like Cosby. He's selling 100 of those things a week. Have you heard of the mail?
Have you heard of the mail?
They got this new thing where you can send people letters.
That's your old man comedy.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the mail?
Yo, I mean, in the comedy world.
Yeah, in my day, we had messages on birds.
Yeah, in the
Pony
comedy world,
Express.
he's old, man. In the comedy world, he old.
It's just, he's like, I heard about these podcasts. What's the radio? No, Chris Zucker is an old man who loves to smoke weed and does not really know how to run like a business, which is fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, and so he was like, the place is closing down. I don't know what I did wrong. And I'm just like, dude, it was like a 30-seat theater, and like you forgot to charge people a lot of the time. You would buy, stock the fridge with all these drinks, and then comedians, the vultures we are.
We want a drink.
Yeah,
that's what I remember about the place. He was like, "Yeah, you get it for free, but this drink's $20." And I was like, "I am thirsty," and Gus's Chicken is right next door. I think I'll stay in here. Buy this soda.
Oh man, one time I did that. I did my weekly, show on Saturday nights at 11, and I like tried to get someone to like host for me, getting my shift covered basically. Look, man, I just really want to do drugs tonight.
Please.
Yeah, and so
understood.
A friend of mine was like, I'll host the show, and I was like, okay. Because I do want to do mushrooms tonight. And so, I did mushrooms with a couple of friends of mine. Not in, the woods, in an apartment to watch Shrek. That was the whole point.
Oh, yeah.
Just watching Shrek on mushrooms. That was the goal for the night. And then my friend dropped out. And the owner of the club was like, the show's going to start in, 20 minutes. I'm like... Okay.
Wow. On shrooms?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many Shrek jokes did you have?
I was just like, I really am like an onion when you think about it.
There's probably worse things to do for a comedy show.
You would think so, but not really.
No.
No.
Maybe if you're Tim Heidecker, it'd be fine, but...
Yeah. Just, But I am no Tim Heidecker. I am but a lowly Lou Moon on many mushrooms. And I was just like, all right, just do your set. Do not talk about the fact that you're on mushrooms. And they were like, there were 10 people in the crowd. I'm like, ooh, busy night, for this show. And I just go up there and I'm like, what's up, everybody? I'm on mushrooms. I was like, yeah.
You gotta love it.
Yeah, I peaked on stage. No good.
Ooh.
But that place was fun.
Yeah.
Comedy, I think, should be weird and chaotic like that though too.
For sure. I loved it.
Yeah, I think the environment can play a big role in a lot of.
Oh yeah.
Stuff.
Well, because it's the more I do comedy, the more I'm just man, I've been doing this for 5.5 years now, and I only now am I realizing it's not that I'm not good enough to get spots at the comedy clubs here, Tempe Improv and Stand Up Live and stuff.
Right.
It's just they don't want me, and that's fine because I'm not a club guy.
Yeah.
Club guys are they're you talk to comedians and they talk about comedy it's so fucking bleak.
Right.
It's just I have written these jokes and these are the jokes that I will do and I will not deviate from the jokes and I'm no, if I think of something funny in the moment, I'm gonna say it.
Absolutely.
And there's no political jokes, and I'm I have 3 jokes about communism now. Where I talk about being a communist,
right.
And
that kind of ties into your ex joke.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that joke is
You're
about.
so good at that, man. I swear.
Thank you.
I'm learning your set. I remember.
They're dude, I was on a different podcast not too long ago. Steph Satani is a local guy. He has a great podcast called the Comedy Advice Podcast. Very funny dude. And so, but he has this one. he has many fans, but he has like one like really diehard fan on Twitter, where like he'll have like local comics come on the show, but then because like he also has like big names. He's had like everyone from like Whose Line Is It Anyway? Like on like he's had like really big names on there, and so whenever there's like a local guy who comes on the show, this like one diehard fan like just like Googles them like immediately, and like she followed me on Twitter, and then like as soon as she could, she like referenced a joke that I wrote like my first year in comedy that I haven't done in so long.
Wow.
And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, lady? Like, what is this reference? And then like I was like, wait a second. I pull up a video from like I did at ASU like 4 years ago. That's a joke about cum, you know? And so it's just like, you know, and so she was just like, you have trash can cum.
No.
And I'm like, oh no. I tried to forget about that joke.
I tried to forget. I'm with you, Chappelle. Damn these cell phones.
People like to latch on to like your worst shit. They're like,
yeah.
Exactly. Oh my!
This is the good stuff. Your jokes about cum. Like,
I don't know about you. You heard about the guy with the semen-filled needles? I'm an anti-vaxxer now, man. Listen, I don't know what's in those things.
Well, hopefully not.
Did you hear about him? No. This guy, he was filling up.
No, I didn't hear about this shit.
Oh, you know?
Is this real? I thought you were just like coming up
I'm
with
so
crazy
sorry.
shit.
This is actually this week's news. Mr. Weird Man, and I don't know where, is filling up.
I believe it's pronounced a weird man.
He's from Weird Man, Indiana. He's filling them up with freaking with his cum, and then he's going in grocery stores and sticking women with it, like
But
not
where?
even
Like sticking up behind
in
him?
their buttocks.
Does he know how sex works? Like
No.
I want a son. Like,
man, slept through health class.
I don't know how though.
You've got to see the video because he's acting like, oh, what happened to you? Did someone just stick a needle full of semen in you?
See a video of a man injecting random women with
Listen,
cum.
it's security footage. It's not like 4K. It's not in 4K, you know.
So it wasn't like it was just like a guy. It wasn't like
Oh,
a
yeah.
guy in a lab coat.
No.
who's
This is a
just
man walking into a Fry's. It looked like he was walking into a Fry's. Woman putting her cart back. She's going on the way out, and this guy's like, "This is the one." And he,
This is absurd.
no. Oh man.
Please stop it, man.
Did he hear the joke about the cum or? He's like, I know what I must do.
Oh no! Just like what makes was it just like this will be hilarious? Just
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Should have stayed inside.
I don't want a booster.
I don't know, man.
Nobody should have told him COVID was over. I mean, I guess it's not over. What's the new variant?
Delta.
No, they got a new one.
Oh,
They
yeah.
got a new one?
Yes.
I don't know what it's
The
called.
Donda.
I'd say the Ligma, but
Yeah, I saw Zoe Zaladonda last night. Shorty was killing it. Man, this is I can't thank you enough. This is super cool. Let them know where they can find you at. When can we? I mean, nobody's doing any shows.
Yeah,
So-
like it's I don't know, man. Comedians are so stubborn. There are shows like happening.
Yep.
Not a lot of people are going though. You know, that's the problem. But yeah, I'm trying to. At this point, I'm just trying to get some local stuff going. I'm trying to get Island Time back. But
Yes.
like, if you're ever interested in any of those things, you can find me at Blue Moon Comedy on pretty much everything.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, except for Snapchat because I'm not 17.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm off that.
Do you have Snapchat? Does your mother know you have her cell phone?
This is not a game on her phone.
Yeah.
This is.
She's like, I just want to have a deep conversation with you and pretend it never happened. Is that all right?
Snapchat's so fucking weird.
On Snapchat.
Huh?
Never never heard of anything good happening.
Oh, hell no,
No.
ain't nothing good going on Snapchat.
It was ever like, oh, I blew up my business. It was like, you got exposed for like demon teenagers. Like, that's the only thing that happens out there.
Shout out to Name Redacted Bookstore, the best in the biz.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get to the bottom of that.
We're gonna find out what that guy's talking about in the Phoenix area.
You know?
Yeah, just Google bad bookstore. Phoenix.
Yo, wow. You literally could do
Probably be the
that.
first result.
Yeah.
You literally could do that. Ah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I...
Sure.
sorry. The favorite show?
Do I have a favorite local?
Favorite show you've been to?
Yeah,
Oh,
like for like
yeah.
local shows.
Or any show. But
Yeah. Just any show. I'm quite a fan of MASH.
On set,
Yeah. Yeah, I like MASH, Adventure Time. You should. I think that every other Wednesday, there is a show that happens at a bar called Cobalt in Midtown Phoenix. It's a gay bar ran by Patrick Aiken, who he always puts on a really great show. Let's see. Really close by to where we are at right now in Tempe. There is a really great new like black box improv theater called The Bridge that I've been working with a lot lately. They have a Sunday open mic that's always usually pretty good. And they also have improv shows that are awesome. Actually good improv.
Yes.
Hard to come by, but I trust that place with my life. The look on your face when I said improv, just like, oh no.
I've seen Whose Line Is It Anyway? They did
I've
it all.
seen good and bad improv.
Yeah, like
Definitely seen bad improv.
because like
yeah.
improv is one of those things where it's like when it's good, it's like yeah, funny, you know. But like when it's bad, it's like I don't want to live.
When is this over?
Yeah.
I'm in secondhand. Embarrassment is real.
Yeah, bad improv is like watching me on this podcast.
No, come on. That's-
You are killing it.
Bad improv is like if you had eyebrows.
We're 5 episodes in. Second episode, if you weren't that good, then no.
And my buddy Anwar Newton
Yes.
and Randy Heflin Jr. They are putting on a show at Film Bar every month.
Nice.
That is always fun. I was on the first one, and the mic cut out, and I screamed my whole set, and it was one of the best sets I've ever done.
Yes. That's Lou Moon right there, man. Not afraid to get in the moment and.
Oh, dude, like there were people who like. Because have you guys been to the Pemberton? I think that's what it is. Yeah.
No, Pemberton.
Yeah, it's like a weird like outdoor. Have you guys listened to Pinkerton?
It's like downtown. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of where Firehouse was.
Yeah, exactly.
I've heard of it. I drove by it. Have not stopped.
It's fine, you know. But like Film Bar has like an outdoor like location there with like a giant screen outdoors, and it was cool.
Date night.
But oh yeah. Me and you.
Oh yeah.
And so like the show was there outdoors, and then the mic cut out, and I screamed my whole set. And like someone came up to me like after or like while the show was still happening, while like the headliner was on, and they were like, "Is there like a comedy show happening here?" I heard someone yelling from like screaming from like 3 blocks away. I was like, "Oh, that was me."
Wow. The voice.
Just see. Yeah.
The voice. Brainwashed, man. It was either me or God, which is also me.
Yeah, but I don't talk cool like that because my screaming is just like, "Hi!" Like,
Yeah, that's what God sounds like. God's just working on his stand-up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Their
it's
stand-up.
Have you seen a platypus?
Have not?
that's me. Like that's what's
That's God's greatest joke.
Oh man.
That and capitalism.
What
We've
about,
got everything we need, people. Let's just help each other
Worst
out.
show you've ever been to?
Ooh, that would probably be the one where I almost got stabbed.
So maybe
I
it's
did
best.
not. God, is that the worst comedy? That's how weird comedy is nowadays. Where it's like, I'm like, the one where I almost got stabbed. Is that really the worst one I've done? I don't know. Like, well, that was at a bar up in Cave Creek.
Oh.
And they were like, Lou, don't do political stuff. And I was like, don't tell me what to do.
I know Cave Creek was a big knife area.
Yeah, big knife area. Like, knives and guns.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I know I'm getting my knife guy for the show, but continue.
There we go. He will absolutely be wearing a leather vest.
And nothing else.
Well, because, like, I had, like, one, like, Trump joke when it was still, like, a little bit, like, en vogue to be doing Trump material. And it was, like, a joke that was, like, Trump was a political outsider. That means he's never done it before. I wouldn't go to a dentist who was like never done it before. That's like I don't want to go to a dental outsider. You know, like
it was more common sense than it was like a
exactly.
dig.
It was like, come on, people. You know,
Am I right? Like,
yeah, I was figuring out my voice. You know, and then like I got off stage and there was like a guy with like a long white beard and like a big knife and it was like, you gotta get out of here.
Fucking Gandalf?
Yeah. You.
You're like Pee-wee at the motorcycle bar? Like,
yeah, pretty much. Dude, I was that. Like, for sure. Like, and so I was just like, you got it, chief. And like, and I quickly collected my $10 pay and just got out of there.
A good yes, I'm boss and get the hell on.
Yeah, exactly. No, because like I don't know. I'm a scrappy guy. I'll get into a fight, but like if you're pulling out the knives immediately, you're not like I don't want to fight you.
Yeah, no.
I want to kill you
or make you remember this night forever.
Exactly.
Somebody's trying to like go to jail for life because you have different political takes.
Yeah, it wasn't just like I think Trump is a monster. I'm just like, wouldn't it be funny?
Yo, right? Like, you know how you don't like go to unprofessional people for things?
Or risk my ability to ever vote again.
Yeah. Like I don't know, man. Cave Creek is still like the old West, you know.
The creek.
The creek.
I feel like I know there's some dude that's like B Rabbit from Malibu's Most Wanted that calls it the creek. He's just straight
out of Cave Creek.
Straight out the creek, the cave. Man. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Are they the cavemen? Is the high school team the cavemen? If not, that's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, I don't know.
There might be women at the high school too.
Well,
the Cave Creek and Cave people.
Yeah, there we go. Cave individuals.
The cave folks.
Yeah.
That's a show. Cave folk, ain't it?
Chilean miners.
Cave people sounds really.
They got out, right?
What?
The mine.
Who?
Those Chilean miners.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna have to cut that out.
Those cave people.
I don't know if I can joke about that.
Cave people does sound like derogatory.
It kind of do. You know what I mean? Now, cave kin, that could be kind of nice.
Maybe they're like into Play-Doh or whatever.
That could be cool.
That'd be cool. I like kin. It invokes family.
Yeah.
And Ohana means family.
I'm trying to think of like if I truly have had like a worst show.
Knife show is hard.
Knife show is hard to beat.
Yeah.
I'm thinking really bad hecklers.
Dude, I did a show in Tucson last night, and this lady, she heckled me the hardest, but she heckled everybody.
Wow.
Like, but it was like she was like a regular at this bar that I performed at in Tucson, and she was like, I didn't get like a full scope of like her situation. The only thing that I can surmise from this is that she was some kind of tortoise breeder.
Right?
Because like someone made a joke about pets or maybe even specifically tortoises like early in the show. And then she was like, I got tortoises. Do you want one? Like, and she was like, you gotta Google these tortoises. They're amazing. Like, she, like, during sets was like, you gotta Google it. Like, and she was drunk, you know, but, like, and so, like, I like to, like, not ignore stuff.
Yeah.
When I'm, like, performing comedy, you know, so it's like, I go on and, like, a little bit into my set, I'm just like, a tortoise lady, right? You know, like, and she was like, you gotta. Like, it was like when I like mentioned it, she was like, enough is enough. Like,
she's like, I know.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get it, so I'm gonna have to break it down for you.
Well, so and she was like, you gotta Google these tortoises, and I was the first one who was like, why? Like, why? First of all, why are you trying to make a sale right now? But like, what? Why do I have to Google these tortoises? And she was like, it's the something something tortoise. It's the only reptile that masturbates. And then just like threw her arms up like she had just dropped a bomb. She was like, everyone will want one now. Like,
I can't think of how many times I've been like, I want to see a tortoise jacket.
yeah, just like Googling like tortoise masturbating. Like,
I'm like, lady, are you a pervert? Get out of here.
That needle guy's probably like, ooh,
Just-
stock.
I'm just like, ma'am, I'm very okay on your fucking Louis C.K. tortoises. I don't need that.
Oh my god.
Got him. Wow. That tortoise didn't have a brittle spirit.
Imagine if you like can't move all these tortoises you're breeding. You just have a lot of.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Like, is she 1,000 years old?
Tortoises
Like,
are eating
She,
out of
she
house and
was
home.
like, she wasn't like an old lady, but she was like getting there. She was starting to sag.
Yeah.
She was dropping.
Old light.
Yeah, exactly.
she spent all her love into
Diet
tortoises.
Yeah, just gravity does something to you when you're old. And it's just like, even after the show, she was just like, you guys. Like, because like that became like a running bit. But
Yeah,
I don't think
right.
I don't think she thought it was a bit, or like she could like be aware that
You
it was.
sure she's a regular at a comedy club?
Like, well, I mean, this was at just like some bar, you know. This
Oh,
was
okay, okay.
yeah, this was at like a local like Tucson brewery, and she was just like, this is the place that I go to when I'm done with my tortoise work.
Hey, tortoise
Like,
lady, if you're watching
yeah.
the show, hit us up, comment down below if you want to sponsor the
Yeah.
podcast.
Whenever
Some,
you have a
advertising.
chance, there's a lot of like terrarium cleanup for that kind of tortoise
Send
specifically.
me a link.
It's too
No,
big.
don't
you
send me
know,
the
you
link.
can't even fit them in a terrarium. You just gotta have them roam in your
Oh,
backyard.
that's true. It might be one of those big old tortoises
Yeah.
too.
They get pretty big.
Yeah.
She got the tortoise from Housebroken. You watch that show?
No, I've never seen that.
It's on Fox. Lisa Kudrow's the voice like a poodle. It's like a bunch of animals all like in a. It's almost like a recovery group, but it's like a group where they just talk about their
it's
feelings.
Group therapy, but they're
And the tortoise is like a horn dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
also a tortoise.
He is.
That's like if a dog was a tortoise.
He does have an interesting
And a
arc.
horn.
He's
Yeah.
a very interesting arc. He like has sex with a croc because he thought his.
You've watched the show more
Oh,
than
excuse
I
me.
have.
Anyway,
No, I mean,
You're
Housebroken.
spoiling.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
you
my
can
bad.
spoil it for
I
me.
don't know. Well, because like that's like you can spoil comedy shows.
Yes.
I've noticed.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter.
But yeah, it's not like, oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you about the Simpsons episode from the '90s. You know, like it'll be fine.
I can't watch it now.
Yeah. Just like, oh man, that old man really did yell at that cloud. He was right.
The older I get, the more the Simpsons beyond makes sense.
The Simpsons is like my favorite TV show. Like, which is sort of like saying the Beatles is your favorite band.
The new season, like the 30+ seasons, are good.
They are.
People are. I mean, they had a little wane there. And
Yeah.
They became what they were making fun of. They had
not the
Blink, Lady
Simpsons.
Gaga, like,
Exactly.
and those are still good episodes because I
Sure.
love Blink and Lady Gaga. So,
Yeah.
but
Like-
if you did not like them, you're not gonna like those episodes.
No, exactly. Well, and even like the really like diehard like Simpsons people
hmm
are just like, you know, well, because like for me it's like, yeah, it's like season 5 of The Simpsons is probably my favorite, you know. But then it's like, you know, those people are just like, there's no good Simpsons after season 9 episode 2, specifically season 9 episode 2.
Come on.
Like, but like I don't know, like I have like really fond memories of like season 14, you know.
Nice.
Season 12 is great, you know, like I don't know, like I really am like a huge like diehard
No,
Simpsons fan.
you know what? When they were on FX and you could just watch them all before Disney got their hand on them,
Yeah.
and then chopped them all up.
Yeah.
I binge those all the time, even though that browser was not the best. I don't know if you remember that, but holy
No, it
hell,
was
trying
not
to
good.
watch The Simpsons on that FX.com thing
No.
was. But it worked. It was great.
Yeah, exactly. That's like, dude, The Simpsons is my fucking home screen.
Hell yeah.
That's
Okay, who's your favorite Simpsons character?
oh man. First of all, that's
No. you gotta give it to the camera right here.
that's-
Yes. We can see it. Nice.
That's yeah. My favorite Simpsons character is it's hard. It's hard because this is not an answer people want to hear.
Okay.
My favorite character is Apu.
Ah.
like it's really like a tie between like Apu and Ned Flanders.
Nice.
But like Apu was like the only nice person in Springfield. Like when you
Yeah.
like watch the show. Like,
Yeah, I never caught that actually.
yeah.
You always
he's
had a
the-
good heart.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I don't know. It's like the people who are like, you gotta get Apu off the show. I'm like, yeah, no, totally.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
don't
like,
understand, but
uh,
it's like as a character in and of itself.
yeah,
Yeah.
like take all that like away from him, like strip
Yeah.
him down to just like his character's essence. He's like an intelligent, nice. They paint him as like a ladies' man in that show. Like Apu got hella laid in that
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
like,
I find it weird that they're like, I mean, I totally get that like people have stereotypes, and that
Yeah.
comes from a lot of times you seeing a brown man working at a 7-Eleven behind the counter.
right.
But I feel like taking that away doesn't change that. You know what I
No.
mean?
Isn't it like about like the actor too though? I feel like
Yes, it was
Yeah.
something to do with the
Bigger
voice.
issue.
But now that you bring it up, he truly was a beloved character. I mean, I go to 7-Eleven today. I still call them squishies. I don't call them ices.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
I want a fucking 6-pack of Duff beer,
Yeah.
and
It's just like if you have somebody owning their stereotype, they're in on the joke as
yeah.
well. as
Well, I think
opposed
they just need
like,
to introduce
they're
more
not,
brown characters.
Yeah.
That it was like, well, let's just get brown people out of here.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
It was like, well, no, we didn't want that.
yeah. like.
I mean, I'm not speaking
painted
for them,
themselves
but
as
you
No.
know.
there.
But if they were just like,
Some brown
they
paint.
actually revoiced Black Carl,
Really?
and it's horrible.
I haven't. I haven't.
Have you noticed?
I haven't caught up with a lot of like more like recent.
Yeah,
Simpsons,
they
but-
revoiced Black. I mean, it's like sounds like you doing Black Carl, and you don't do any impressions.
Oh
It's-
no, it's
Don't anymore. Shit.
like I think like the thing that I would argue for like when it comes
Yes.
to stuff like that, like because people are really clamoring for my take on something like this, a white comedian.
Ah,
But no, like comedians, like they are responsible for like the stuff they come up with. They're responsible for like the jokes they write, the like whatever stereotypes they use and like their characters. But then it's like the audience's choice to be like, every Indian person I meet is now named Apu to me, and it will be hilarious. Like,
right.
and it's like that's not the Simpsons' fault.
No, it is not.
It's like the horrible, like evil, dumbass people who are like, "Hey, it's Indian guy at 7-Eleven. What are you, Apu?" Yeah, like I don't know, man. Like I don't think that's like a really hot take.
Yeah.
Like I am not like hot take central. I'm not a Joe Rogan type,
Yeah.
but I don't know, man. It's like
Well, listen, they got rid of Aunt Jemima. Slavery's over. Okay.
finally,
It's now the Miller Boyette. The Miller Boyette Pancake Company.
Jeez.
Dun, 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 dun.
like I'm not like I think that like people do need to like take some responsibility for
right.
like how they treat other people.
True.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that's a crazy thing to say.
Yeah.
I
There's
saw.
some like
Go ahead.
murkiness with like I'm sure like it's been debated to death, but like appreciation and appropriation and stuff. It's like if you only have people of like your own culture talking about like whatever your culture is, like doesn't give other people the opportunity, I guess, to be exposed to that and experience it. And like if that's something that you fuck with, like
Yeah.
you learn about some other culture if you can't,
Exactly.
experience that and be a part of that, but also like you can't just take other people's shit and just make fun of them.
right.
Right.
You know,
So,
that's
yeah.
I don't know because it's like I'm a Jew. You know, I'm a Jewish person, and like I do like, and this is just my own experience. I'm not saying it has to be everybody's experience,
Right.
but like I love being like the Jewy Jew. That is just like latkes, anybody, you know? That's like
Right.
I like being like if I'm just like playing it up for laughs, you know, like it is fun. I don't know. That's my experience anyway.
And you know, it's life.
Yeah.
It's like this is the hand you're dealt, and you can either curse yourself forever or you can fucking be comfortable in your own skin, and that's fucking comedy, man.
Yeah.
Also, it's like the thing with like, you know, people who are like white people. Are always, I want to say the N word and stuff. Like, it's fun to just be like, there's certain things I can do that you can't.
Yeah.
You gotta get over it.
No,
Yeah.
totally.
Make people uncomfortable.
Or that's
Like,
like, you know, like I've had like black friends in the past who are like, you can say it around me, and I'm like, I'm good.
No,
You know, like I don't.
What if I forget around that guy? I can't.
Like I don't want to get in the habit, you know. Like, but no, it's like that. Like pass is like no, yeah, I'm not gonna take it. You know, and you know what? I said that, and I really did feel like a hero.
Damn right.
Yeah, when I didn't take the pass.
Pass declined.
Yeah,
No, thank you.
Like, I don't know, man. Like,
Well, listen, I speak for everybody. It's always on the table.
Verified. Somebody just passes.
Listen,
Brian's got
as
a big
long as I
stack
get
of
some of
them.
that. Listen, I think the N word is an even exchange for white privilege. If anybody's got some of that to hand over, I'll give you that damn pass all day. I'll sign it. I'll put my birth date on that motherfucker
Yeah.
so you can send me gifts.
Yeah.
Not for any verification purposes.
Nah, I don't know. I just want comedy to be funny.
Damn
That's
right.
it. You know, like at the end of the day, I think about it constantly. You know, like
Yeah.
that, like the philosophical fucking like undertones of comedy, and I'm just like, no, I just want it to be funny. You know, that's it. As
And
long as
that's
it's
not
funny,
hard.
it's okay. Yeah.
You don't have to stab somebody in Cave Creek to be funny.
Well, I don't know if that guy was trying to be a comedian.
I don't know. You know, it's like
Shit, you ever seen The Watchmen?
that comedian.
Oh, which comedian are you talking about? Okay. I was talking about that motherfucker.
Yeah. No, because it's like I went to an open mic not too long ago, and it had just rained like the night before, and there was like a puddle on the sidewalk, and I was like, I'm almost 30, I can handle a puddle, and I could not handle a puddle, like walking through it, and I just like I slipped, and I felt like both legs up in the air. Like it was a big slip, you know, like, and I fell hard, like right in the puddle. I had like my back was wet, and like the cherry on top of that story is that there was like a bar like right next door to it, and there was a cover band there. And like I could hear the music, and like as I'm in the air, the cover band is playing "There Goes My Hero." Like,
wow.
Yeah.
Covered that.
Like
Cover that.
Yeah, we're gonna cover that.
Song kind of slaps.
and like I can't be like, I was like, this day fucking sucks. Like I'm so fucking sad about this. This like I'm just gonna go home. And like I'm like turning around to like go back to my car, and I'm like, that was pretty funny though. Like, I just like go back, and I turn back around. I go into the open mic in my wet clothes. They're like, Lou, what happened? I'm like, I fell in a puddle.
They're like, well, iconic, funniest moment of the night.
Oh, just like the phrase, if you say it low and like slow enough, like a barbecue, you're just like, I fell in a puddle. Like,
Yeah, people can get like real scientific and like analytical about their jokes.
yeah.
Except sometimes they're still funny. It's wild. Like people just break stuff down like the individual pieces.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's a good way to like have like a really like solid joke, you know? And like I do that with some of my stuff, but like I also think that like doing that too much kind of takes the joy out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, where it's just like, why get too analytical? You know, like because that takes away the idea of like a connection to the audience, I think. Where it's just like, if I do this and this and this in a joke, the audience will laugh. I'm like, no, like I'm trying to get them to laugh.
Right.
You know, like it's like I gotta coax them.
Yeah.
You know, that's always what it is. And like those types of comics, don't know how to handle bombing. Where they're just like, this wasn't a part of the plan, and I'm like, it never is, bud. Like, welcome to hell.
It's so bleak up here.
Yeah.
Cut my life. I want to see at the bottom of this, stricken because of Papa Roach.
Yeah.
It sounded way too on point, bro. Yes, I was 12 once.
How old are you, Brian?
Brian
13.
is 25.
That's not true.
You don't believe Bryan Preston is 25 years old?
Because like you told me how old you were once, and I was like, that can't be.
I know. We're in this.
Time is a flat circle.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how old do I feel?
Man,
I live on campus at AC.
I live on campus in my open robe.
This is a kimono. And some lady at the burrito place says she liked it.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Los Faves.
Shout out to Los
Man.
Favoritos.
That sounds so good.
Oh yeah. Lou Moon cannot thank you enough.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
You're the best.
You're the best.
This is the best podcast ever. And if you disagree, then hit like and subscribe. Tell your friends. And be sure to check out Swish Buckets. Yo, he got a channel where he be doing 100 miles a day on a bike.
I don't do 100 miles a day.
I was about to
I've
say.
done 100 miles in like some days.
He
but
got
not
one more
every day.
mile left today.
No, I did it.
Excuse me. He did it.
Wait, is this on a, like, I pictured you on, like, a stationary bike. I can't picture you outside.
Oh, this man.
Yeah, I'm outside
He's
with it.
be outside with it. We outside with it. We all live with it. Hell yeah. Another copyright streak. God damn it.
Man,
I go places, and sometimes I film it. Sometimes I don't.
that's dope. That's cool.
Hell yeah.
Sometimes I see people riding a bike and like I'm crippled, you know, and I'm just like, I wish I could. I'll never ride a bike again. Probably. That's weird, right?
It's magical, and I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. Cause no joke, I hated bikes till I got here. When you grow up riding a bike and shit.
Yeah.
And I got here and I was just like, well, it's nice weather. I'll get on right, and then I fell in love with it. And I was like, I forget the magic of, So I feel you, man. Like, that's like.
Going places.
These are just like going places.
We're
That
going
aren't that
places,
far
baby.
away.
Man.
About it.
Yes, sir. Well, let's go ahead and share it now, man. Check out Lou Moon and Lou Moon Comedy everywhere.
Yeah.
Swish Buckets doing them 100 miles. Check him out. He got a channel.
There we go.
I'm your boy, DaDadoh, Bryan Preston. I'm 25.
I'm 11.
Yo,
Don't Google me.
enjoy your week.